All right, greetings, scouts, friends, family, and staff of Troop 123. How's everybody doing tonight? I'm doing great. I'm fired up because if you haven't already heard, we're going to go back to live meetings next Tuesday, September 1st, 7 o'clock. Knights of Columbus Hall, Mansfield, Ohio, 7 to 8. Same bad time, same bad channel. So we're going to get back into live action. We're going to alternate 1 week live, 1 week back online, things like that. So I thought, since we're going to see each other next week, let's do like a real quick grand tour of some cool things to see and do in Ohio. All right, so the first thing I have up for tonight as far as videos are the glacial grooves on Kelly's Island. Ohio was once covered in glaciers, and they did a lot of, I don't want to say damage, they kind of carved out part of the land. And there's some grooves on the island that are a tourist attraction. They're really cool. There's 2 videos on that. Now, there used to be in America, and if you've got a map nearby, you can bring a map up on your computer, kind of think of the Mississippi Valley, and then the Ohio River Valley, and there was a culture called the Mound Builders. Now, mound doesn't sound too high, and I'm gonna pivot to like the old mounds, the biggest mounds, things like the pyramids in Egypt, and the pyramids of the Aztecs and the Mayans, things like that. The mound builders almost seem like an echo of that. They don't use bricks or stone; they use earth and dirt. But this was a very thriving culture for about 5,000 years in kind of the middle of this continent, which is really cool. They think probably it thrived because they could raise corn so well. Sorry to scratch my leg. But they're not entirely sure. Some of the forts were built as just something to be pretty, probably, or possibly for their religious purposes. Some were built. There's one we're going to see called Fort Ancient that was built probably to be a fort. Some of these mounds were built probably just to show off the power of the tribal chief or the regional king. So, but again, they kind of stretched up the Ohio Valley. Most of the mounds in Ohio are south of Columbus. There's Serpent Mound. I think there's, let's see, got the Great Mound. Let me look here. I have to look at my list. What I got here? Yeah, the Great Mound, and then there's Fort Ancient. So those are all in southern and southwestern Ohio. Not an easy day trip for us, but pretty cool nonetheless. And I included them because to me, in my little Boy Scout brain, I kind of think of Boy Scouts who try to get back into nature as having kind of a contact with the Indians who lived in nature. So there's that. There's 2 more sets of videos I included on a place called Flint Ridge in Ohio, which is kind of on the way to where I went to college, Ohio University. And this is also kind of like historically cool. If you think now, you hear a lot of talk about like energy independence. America produces natural gas and oil. These are the things right now that we need to put in our cars, in your van for your home to make the thing go and run. So there's always some kind of commodity that man needs, and that changes from different time periods. Like right now, we need energy to keep the lights on in our house and our cars running. Several thousand years ago, flint, the stone flint, was used for all kinds of things: weapons in war, weapons to kill animals to eat, tools for cutting, like knives. Knives were metal, knives were made of flint. So if you could find a large supply of flint, you might be quite powerful. What the Indians in this region did, and by region I mean kind of Ohio, Pennsylvania, maybe Northern Kentucky, West Virginia, they declared this area of Ohio that we call Flint Ridge kind of a neutral zone. Any Indian could go there and get flint, and you could not attack them while they were there. If you were there, I'm not sure how well this held, but that was the theory anyway. Like if I were a Shawnee from Western Ohio, and I traveled a couple hours east, not a couple hours, many hours east to Flint Ridge, the Seneca from Western Pennsylvania, who were also there, probably wouldn't mess with me. It was recognized that flint being a universal need, nobody fought over the source of the flint, which is kind of impressive. At least that's what I was told anyway. All right. But again, these are all things: glacial grooves, Serpent Mound, Fort Ancient, Flint Ridge. All these things are in Ohio. Again, not really close, but still pretty cool. All right. Now, and again, we will see you all next week. I'm fired up to see everybody. We'll social distance, 6 feet apart. We're going to meet at the Knights of Columbus Hall, but we're going to meet outside. Remember that. The building will be open if anybody needs the bathroom, things like that. So I cannot wait to see you guys. I know Bob feels the same. I've had a blast doing these Facebook meetings and videos, but I'm going to be really glad to see all of our scouts live and in person. Thanks a lot, y'all. Have a great day and have a great week. Bye-bye.